Playoff P say he back in this motherfucker. Playoff P said, put some respect on his name. He said he ain't gonna tell y'all no more America. He said y'all need to put some respect on his name when you mention the name Paul George. That what he told me to tell y'all. I don't think my brothers agree, but I'm just relaying messages. That's all I'm doing is relaying messages. Because Paul George, without Kawhi Leonard, and with lots of help, had role guys step the fuck up. Yes, okay, look at you. Had role guys step the fuck up. You know, had Ty Lue make some brilliant moves and made Rudy Gobert look like a goddamn baby because he couldn't get out there and defend that three-point line. But at the end of the day, the crowd was chanting MVP for PG. So I want to know, first of all, do y'all think Paul George has silenced his critics, or does he have more to do going forward in this series versus the Suns? Remember that, no Kawhi to our knowledge. I think I may have heard Kawhi at least going to be out game 1 and 2.
He out game 1 for sure.
Okay. So has he done enough for folks to get off his back? Or do you want to see more versus the Suns? And what are your predictions on that series? All right. We're going to start with you, T.
You going to start with me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want me to?
Yeah. I want to see what you finna say.
Are we really going to do this?
Yeah, we're going to do this.
If you've been watching the show, you know what I done said about it. Do you think that's changed?
It might have, T.
He better win a ring. That's all he got to do for me. Win a ring. Until he win that ring, this don't change. You don't get class participation awards over here and put it on something. You don't get perfect attendance around here. Ain't none of that stuff happening around here. Yeah, it's supposed to been doing this shit. When you went to Utah,
remind the people where you had them though. If they missed that episode, remind the people.
Maybe outside of top 20 in the NBA for me.
And what cut?
Man, we ain't finna sit here and act like it's all right to just show up. Man, you the same guy that said the shot Dame took was a bad shot, and he consistently makes that shot every single night. What you talking about right now, Paul? Now you showed up in game 5 at Utah. You exercised your demons because last time I checked, you ain't had a nice game in Utah since I could tell you when. Go back to OKC and call my number. Come on now. We ain't finna sit here and give him no silence his critics type of. We ain't finna do this. We ain't doing this on this show. Show your ass up and do what you do. You supposed to be a 1.
He had like 4 straight games, like 30 balls, man.
Okay, good. So does Luka in losses. So does Harden in losses.
They were all wins. They were all wins.
Losses.
They were all wins.
Everybody in losses, wins, whatever. Finish the damn job. You said you got your trainer back. You said you got Doc got the building. You said this, you said that. We ain't gonna get into all that other shit with Doc. We ain't gonna get into all that. What I'm gonna say is this: finish your damn job. You want to win the West, motherfucker? Here's your time. Win the job. Win it. Do your damn job. I don't hear that shit. Cause you got the damn Clippers to the damn Western Conference Finals in 50 years. I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't done nothing yet.
Hold on. T, I forgot. All right. Predictions. What you think about this?
Suns?
No hesitation?
Suns.
CP3 and COVID protocol and all that kind of stuff. No hesitation.
CP3 taking elderberry right now. He good. He'll be back game 2. Suns. I'm rolling with Monty. I'm rolling with the Suns. I'm rolling with Monty Williams. I have no respect for Paul George at this moment. Prove me wrong.
Right.
I'm gonna stick by that. I'm standing by that. You got your trainer. You nice now. That's what you told us on them interviews with all the smoke. You nice now. You got your trainer back. You this, and this. Prove me wrong. Or get your ass wet up by book. 1 of the 2.
JoJo,
Yeah,
that was a
shit.
pretty goddamn hot take. That boy came in hot. What you
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
for him, man?
shit.
But that man
I
still
want
snapping over there.
right.
Yeah, shit.
I want to say
Uh,
that I'm a person that if I'm critical of you and then you show me something, then I equally give you your reward.
I don't know about equally, but I think you give it. But I don't know about equally now, Joe.
I mean, you don't really have to put me out there like that in front of the
Okay,
people, but
okay, my bad, my bad,
just put that in the group chat.
my bad.
Uh, this is what I say. We know one of his meltdowns came against the Jazz
Mm,
when he was in OKC.
mm,
Epic meltdown. I will say for him to do what he did without Kawhi, that was impressive. Now, has he removed the label that I gave him of not really showing up in the playoffs? The playoffs not done yet. Because if you do this, but then you melt down against the Suns, then who am I to believe? When he was with the Pacers, he had great games with the Pacers in the playoffs.
Get
Never
your
could
boy,
quite get them
get
to
your
their
boy,
level.
bro.
But then you go to OKC and you had his meltdown. Then you come to the Clippers last year, you have a meltdown this year. You look to be good. Against the Jazz, he's averaging 28, 9, and 5.
They said that
Those
was
are really
Doc
good numbers.
last year. They said that was Doc last year.
I know. I know. Um, so I can't say that he silenced the critics only because the playoffs are not over. If he end this with a championship, I would say yes. I would say yes. Now, he can't just end it. Kawhi come back. Kawhi plays really well and they win it and Paul George not doing anything. You still got to keep up these numbers. Averaging 28, 9, and 5. Kawhi missed the last two, so that still means that he was putting up good numbers the first 4 games as well. So so again, no, he hasn't silenced the critics yet. Do I even think he's going to? No. I still think he's way off peak for right now. I do. I
You,
That's just what
you
I
got
think.
you got
I got
Quavo,
the Sun. I got the Suns. I got the Suns in 6.
you got Quavo, Takeoff, Offset, and Way Off, the new
Oh,
Migo. That's what
Y'all
people do.
boys so
Just
hard in
listen,
there,
man.
man.
Look. We gonna act like Paul did something special, but we expect that from Paul. But let's look at the other parts of the whole system.
Okay.
Marcus Morris and Reggie Jackson showed up in Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
In Game 6, you had Reggie Jackson and Terrence Mann just literally shoot the roof off.
but
Pat
here,
Beverly shot the roof off.
this, but I don't want to knock him for that because you want your
No,
teammates to play well.
I'm not
My thing
knocking.
is he played well while they also played well. Now, if he this is a shot at Clay, if he was the James Harden that didn't play well and his team still won and they leaned on Josh Smith and them to win the game, then I could see it. So we can't make that a negative that his teammates played well because he played well as well. That's a whole lot of well
It's a
squared.
lot of
Right.
Wells,
Even Adam Wells.
Adam
But
Wells, all that. This is what I'm saying. All I'm gonna say is this. You know, the Clippers are deep, and PG is going to continuously do this. Continuously, he's going to have to become, truthfully, in this series, in my opinion, for me to say, I'm off Paul now. He's got to be the best player in this series, and it ain't even close.
Not close. There's some good guys
It's
in this series. You
it
got
ain't
you got
even close. No,
when
because
when when CP3 come off protocol, you got a first ballot Hall of Fame in this series
right.
who made he's still in his prime because they put him second team All NBA.
Yes, they did.
Okay, you got a rising superstar in book a bucket. Let me not say superstar. Let me just say a rising star, possible superstar, definite bucket. And Devin Booker, can I say that?
yeah,
Okay.
Good description. It's some decent talent in this series now, T.
He's got to be the best player in the series. This man was in. This
Now I
man
can see.
he had an MVP track to his name 2 years ago.
Now I can see that. I can see he got to be the best, but it not being close. That's what I was just saying. The levels of
He's got to be. He's got to be. Listen, I
Yeah, I
need
do
him to
agree. He got to
do.
be the best.
He's got to be what he did in Utah, where he pulled down 16 boards and all that, or like the other night where he had 28, 9, and 7. That's what he's gonna have to do consistently every night. And granted, yes, he's gonna have to have help, but he's gonna have to show up. He can't have no nights off. There's no nights off in this series for Paul George. He don't have Kawhi until we figure out when Kawhi's coming back, if he come back. So no, he ain't silenced no critics for me. You say your trainer got you ready for this year? Did you tell your trainer before you started the season, hey man, I'm trying to get to the title game, the title. I'm trying to get to the championship round, and I'm trying to win it. If not, fire your trainer. The Lakers just fired their trainer. Fire your trainer.
we didn't have to mention that.
We gonna mention it today.
All right. Do we not give him at least some credit for this? Shit, why the fuck am I bringing this up?
Come on.
The fact that my Lakers basically collapsed once AD, our second best player, went down. But the Clippers, led by Paul George, actually won when their best player went down. Can we not look at that and say, good job, PG? Can we give him an attaboy for that?
Here, I'm gonna give him that.
Why T
Like
looking at me
said,
like, why is this? Look at the disdain. America, look at the disdain on this man's face right now. The man is hot with me right now, but even me, he hot with me for doing his topic right now, America.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
I give him that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people gonna say, well, he played the Jazz without their starting point guard for most of the series. Donovan Mitchell was on 1.5 ankle. But here's my thing. Donovan Mitchell was averaging what, 35? So we can't say that. Now, if it was Donovan Mitchell and he's scoring 15 because of the ankle, we could say, oh, the Jazz went at their best. Donovan Mitchell, he was scoring 35. Like, he gets props for winning this series, especially because, like you said, their best player went down. What we all thought, including myself, was Kawhi, Jazz going to win this series. But they didn't. He got help from his team, but he played well.
Who y'all want on book? You want do you think PG should take that assignment, or that's for Pat Bev or somebody like that?
He can't. I don't think he can take that assignment.
PG can't?
No. Because it's gonna be too much. Because they gonna need his ISO game.
PG has to take that assignment. He has to take that assignment. He has to take one head of the snake off. If it's a two-headed snake, he got to take that head out the game. This man was all defensive team guy. You take Book out and you make Paul win the series at his advanced age, because we like to use advanced age here in the sports world now. And Paul's advanced age, especially for game one, he definitely got to be on Book. I'm not chancing Bev. I'm not using Beverly because the refs. I think
so
Paul's smart
get that
enough.
Offense from T?
Well, I mean, obviously Terrence Mann just gave you 39. Reggie Jackson gave you 26.
That's another number.
Marcus Morris gave you 27. I mean, they're getting buckets from other places. I mean, so I'm not saying that's. I'm just saying for game one.
But we would be asking Paul George to do something that none of the other stars or superstars, however you want to look at it.
We asking Giannis to be on KD, right?
No, we asking Giannis to be on KD in crunch time, not for a full game.
Okay, well, we know he's not going to be on him for a full game, but we just asking him in moments in which you need to be on this guy. You need to be guarding
But
him.
I don't think that's Wells' questioning, though. You asking for the game, right? Should he be guarding Book? Or are you saying certain moments?
initially I meant for the game. And that's why,
Okay.
again, you remember when they first got PG and Kawhi? Y'all heard who they were comparing them to. They're comparing
Jordan
this
and Pip.
tandem to Jordan and Pip.
Best two-way players.
And that's what Jordan and Pip were doing.
But here's
And
my thing.
if they were going
He
against
gets booked
perimeter-oriented guys, they were getting them.
if Kawhi comes back in this series, yes, he should be guarding Book. But I think without Kawhi, because they're gonna be running the offense through him, I think that'll be a bit much for him to try to guard Book and be running that offense. Now,
I've
that's
been
what we
saying
would like to
Kawhi,
see.
that Kawhi have been the one saying, let me get him. Kawhi tried to hold Luka, which that's a load.
But let's be honest, wait, hold on. Because at the beginning of them first couple of games, Kawhi was not guarding Luka.
Did PG get him? I'm just talking about between those two guys.
Between neither one of them. You remember they was willingly getting picked and letting Pat Bev.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You get what I'm saying?
And you saw what happened too.
Absolutely.
But,
absolutely.
And the
So,
Utah series,
I just
Kawhi
think we
before he went
can't
down, try to get him.
We can't ask Paul George to do something that none of the other superstars don't. When coaches have one superstar on their team, that superstar does not guard the other superstar.
Okay, I guess I'm comparing them to the years of old.
You talking about the years that we enjoyed.
I'm asking Paul
competitive nature.
I'm asking Paul to step in. Whoever is hot that night, if it's Book, if it's Paul, whatever, he's got to be the best defensive player on the floor. He's got to be the guy. Okay, now yes, Bev can go do his little thing, and be a nuisance and stuff on Book and frustrate Book, and he should do that. You should have Beverly on Book at times, but there are moments I think where Paul has to go and find Book and say, "I got you." I think personally, you've got to limit Book's shot making ability in this series. Beverly and Paul gonna mix it up. You know, all Reggie Jackson and Chris Paul, they gonna mix it up. Everybody's gonna mix it up with Chris Paul because that's just what Chris Paul do.
Don't forget Rondo. That's who they had the
somebody got that ain't been on the floor.
He gonna find a way on this floor. He gonna find his way some way.
It's interesting to me that Beverly.
He's a nuisance.
It's a pride thing. It's a pride thing.
But it's interesting to me that Beverly played more minutes than him last couple rips.
Turned out to be the right move.
Like it's interesting to me because they went and got Rondo. They went and got him.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That Ty Lue needs.
Ty
Lue deserves credit because look at that. That takes balls. Like you're saying, they went out and got this guy for that moment. And he said, from whatever going on in their practice facility or on tape, he said, okay, I know we went and got you. And you know how vocal Rondo is now. We all have seen how vocal Rondo is. If he don't like some shit, he gonna let you know. Ty Lue say, fuck that.
He clearly must agree with him because Rondo was he was animated on the bench with the wrist.
I saw that. I did see that.
Man, Rondo just trying to get that ring.
You mean another one?
He's just trying to get that. I mean, yeah, another one. But I mean, he's just trying to get that ring. He's trying to get that ring.
Y'all finna let me make.
Would we ask Book to guard PG?
Can he?
Yeah, I know.
Would we ask him to?
You know how I feel about that.
I mean, we know
they're gonna put Crowder on him.
Yeah, he's not the best defender. You know.
Okay, so you know Phoenix gonna start Crowder, Book, Chris Paul, Ayton, and Miles Bridges. Bridges. So you gonna see.
I know Bridges probably gonna be on him though.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be something like that.
If you can get a bucket, go stop a bucket. That would be the great Hubie.
But you talking about the era that we no longer live in.
I agree.
We gonna put the standard out there.
Know that.
We're gonna put the standard out there.
I would love to see it. It would make the game so much better.
He needs to in game one. If Paul George ain't on Book, at least for game one, I just want to see in game one him go find Book and say, "You got me all night. What's happening?"
Now I agree with that, T. Being that they're not gonna have CP3, you might be right.
I ain't
For
saying
game
all
one. For
game, but I'm
game one.
saying majority of the game, he needs to be a nuisance on Book and make Book work hard at creating buckets.
It's gonna be a
And then
fun series.
who else you got? Like you take him out, you think Miles Bridges gonna get you there, or DeAndre, or and this is really a test to me for Book because now, hey Book, you here? This
You
is
got
your
CP3
this
with
your
his
this
game
is your
one.
chance now to show people that hey,
You belong.
I'm a dude too. He a boy, I'm a boy too.
It's gonna be a good game. On Father's Day. It's gonna be a good game.
Just saying, man.
Well, America, y'all chime in and tell us what your thoughts are on PG. Is that man back with the
No.
playoff P?
No,
Is he back with the
he the
playoff
fourth
P?
Migo.
Are y'all letting go of that pandemic P?
He the fourth Migos, way off.
And let us know what your predictions are
See that stuff.
for Suns Clippers. I got the Suns. My brothers almost let me off the hook on that.
He was sure did.
Put it on, son. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit StatementTees.LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
Makes a statement.